Hello, hello. Welcome to your weekly moment of inner alchemy. Whew. Lovely to be here. Lovely to be here with you. Lovely to hold space for what is to come through today, for us to transform, to transmute, to shift, to elevate, to uplift, whatever it is that we're here to do, to change how we feel into something better, to change our vibration into a higher vibration. I've been reading David Hawkins, David R. Hawkins lately, and I have to look up the exact numbers, but according to him, he came up with a whole spectrum of consciousness where he could actually delineate consciousness from its lowest levels to its highest levels, and he categorized them in numbers, right, from like 0 to 1,000. And he was saying that if one person vibrates at the level of 400, for example, that can shift 70,000 people around them. Okay, so he has it all mapped out somehow, which I find fascinating. I'll include that exact information in the description. Hi, so you can understand that all of you who show up to do this work for yourself, and the courage that it takes to constantly invite yourself to become greater versions of who you are having a global impact. You have an effect on the entire world. You are the world and the world is you, that as Krishnamurti says. And I always like to call this inner activism. Every time we start, Muji needs to get under the blankets. Hey, Neela. Hi. And I call this inner activism. It's we can change the world through changing ourselves. And we feel that, right? We feel the discomfort. We feel the call. We feel this impetus and this urge pushing us to greater and greater aspects of ourselves, to really meet ourselves in those places and step beyond our edge into a new version of self. We feel that, right? We're given that longing, that want. We're given that pull, right? That expansion within ourselves. And in doing so, we meet those uncomfortable places. Yet each day we experience courage to take the next step into the next version of ourselves, which is at a different state of being. It's at a different vibration, right? So I like to look at everything in the most fundamental, simple ways as possible through the level of vibration. I find it's easier to understand. It takes the story out. Not that I don't have tools and things that I share with my clients to transform the story, but we can just shift it by shifting our vibrational state without having the story. We tend to get caught up in the story, right? And the stories can be useful. We can make up new stories as well. But if we're just paying attention to our body, to the sensation that our body feels, and then feel something better, that has a massive impact. It's fine-tuning that needle. I like to call it awareness acupuncture, right? We're just using our thoughts and our feelings in strategic ways to harmonize the nature of oneself. So let me get the drawing. Where is it? Here it is. Now this one, some of you commented, so I post the drawing in Facebook. So if you're in my Inner Alchemy Facebook group, you'll see it there. Where is it? But I will show it to everyone. It's really different. It was a little bit more intricate than my normal daily drawings. My drawings look different depending on what the intention is. But here is today's drawing. I know Neela was talking earlier about a fist punching to the right and a fairy godmother on the left, creating space for the spirit and soul to come through, which I love. Neela's an artist herself who has amazing drawings. Someone else, I see a happy face in the center, hands clapping on the right. Mama's blessing us for getting it together and facing ourselves. Beautiful. Yeah, and I did talk about that mother energy a lot in the monthly activation, which is now up on my website and on YouTube. And I posted it in Facebook as well. So I was talking a lot. The energy of the month is really about making sure it's all about building this month, like creating new structures, but do so with a foundation. Plant your roots first, because building on top of no foundation, we know how that goes. So spend your time really planting, going into the roots, building a foundation. So the structure that you are creating for yourself this month will have longevity, sustainability. It's self-maintaining, it's self-sustaining. Okay, so have those elements to it. You'll know when you have structure because you'll feel it in the body, right? You won't be drained by what you're doing. There's a really even pace about what you're building right now, right? There's no rush here. It's just this beautiful kind of flow, really. It has a different rhythm than what you're probably used to in your flow, but there is a flow here, and you'll get the next piece and the next piece and the next piece and the next piece. It will build itself. It will build itself. When you're creating this month, you're allowing the creation to create through you rather than you trying to create it yourself. Okay, it's a very different way of creation. It's you being the conduit, the vehicle, the vessel for creation to express itself through you, versus you imposing yourself on creation, which is not always working in harmony with the natural laws to your advantage. Okay, so this is the drawing, and I'll tell you what the messages are. Okay, so there's that. And what came through was, know you're loved. I feel like I need to make a ding after that one. Where's my mallet? Okay. Know you're loved. Know your love. Know you're eternal. You move through life seeing the world as you are, but you don't see who you truly are. See with your eye, capital I in this eye. Hear with your heart. Speak with your silence. It's kind of like the three monkeys, but at the next level. Okay, let me go through that again. Know you're loved. Know your love. Know you're eternal. You move through life seeing the world as you are, but you don't see who you truly are. See with your eye, hear with your heart, speak with your silence. And that is what came through with this, along with whatever else you see. So do feel free to share your reflections and perceptions of this drawing today. Okay, any comments, any questions? Feel free to put them in the chat and I will get to them. Okay, so let's see let's connect with the breath first, and then we'll see where the sounds take us. There's something I can hear and feel, something kind of here, but it's not quite ready to come in while I look for my other fork, which Ruji is on. Okay, so let's connect with the breath. So wherever you are, if you're sitting comfortably, you can lay down for this one as well. And put your hands on your lower belly. And we're going to allow the belly to breathe us. The belly's going to bring the breath in through the nose. And you're going to feel the belly push against the hands and make a connection. And then the belly's going to exhale the breath out through the mouth. And you're going to make that same connection with the belly towards the spine, right? You're going to button the belly to the spine. And you're going to feel that connection. As soon as you feel the connection, then begin again, inhaling the breath through the nose, belly bringing the breath in. Connect with your hands. Yeah. And then exhaling through the mouth, belly, pushing the breath out, connecting with the spine. There you go. This is a very simple yet powerful way I'm finding to really open up the central channel. So this column of light and energy begins to move through. And when this energy comes through and balances out the heart and the kidney, the organs, the three heavens, everything falls into place. Okay, it's that's the foundation that we were talking about earlier. So continue to breathe. And Mila says, so powerful. It really is a time to see who we are. I was feeling into my blurry vision the other night and what energies are behind that. Beautiful. It is time to see. And now that we're going into the fall and things are slowing down and we're turning inward, we're supported by the energy right now to see ourselves, Continue with the breath, connecting on the inhale. Good. And then connecting on the exhale, belly meeting the spine. Beautiful. Let's do it one more time. Feeling a lot of mother energy coming through with this one today. And mother came through in the monthly activation pretty powerfully as well. Okay. And when we're doing this breath and we're connecting with our hands and breathing into the front of the body, we're connecting with the yin, we're connecting with our feminine, we're connecting with the conception vessel that runs along the midline of the front of the body. And when we're doing the exhale, we're connecting the breath with the spine and the belly touching the spine. We're touching and connecting with the masculine, which is the governing or the do vessel, the yang that runs along the back of the body. So we're uniting these two aspects of self in this breath. And to really enhance that, all you need to do is put your tongue behind your teeth gently to create that circuit, that microcosmic orbit. And then just feel that. Beautiful. Keep doing that. You're doing wonderfully. I'm going to bring in the sounds and see what they have to say. I feel there's a lot of messages ready to zip on through here. So keep breathing. And as you're breathing, what's coming through, it'll help you anchor and root that into your physical and subtle bodies. Oh yeah, there's a lot to come through. You're doing great. That's what I heard. You're doing great. You've come so far. You've come this far. And some of you might feel that there's a lot further to go, but you're already there. You're already there. You place these, what's the word? Challenges for yourself, like getting to the next peak, climbing the next mountain. There's nowhere to go. The adventure is within. The adventure is within. The peak is a peak experience within. There's a natural proclivity for growth and expansion. And you've been chosen. You were tasked when you came in to do this work, to grow, to be of service to others, to really connect with your power. But effortless power. Power is not what you think it is. Power is something you experience within yourself. It is gifted to you. What you view as power is abuse of power. What you emanate as power is power of the divine flowing through you. Empowered. 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 From that place of your connection to power, you're connected to life itself. So there's this sustenance There's this harmony with the elements within you and around you. What disrupts this harmony is you imposing yourself. Your thoughts on how things should be. Your constructs, your programming, your beliefs. But in its natural state, it flows when there's no disruption. It's easy to remedy. We stop doing that. Stop doing the thing that's creating the disharmony, and it will create harmony. It will restore itself. There's this really funny video with Bob Newhart. Stop it. A woman comes in, he's a therapist. A woman comes in to see him. It's about a 6-minute video. It's hilarious. You should look it up. She's telling him all her problems, and his answer for everything is, well, just stop it. So stop it. Stop doing the thing that's creating the problem and do something else, or don't do that at all. Just stop it. Don't interfere. Get out of the way. We were talking about that in a mastermind that I'm in with my group of women that I meet with every week. How we get out of our way. Get out of the way. If we were to let things be, how would it be? Okay, continue breathing here. I'm going to make another shift. Bringing in my coherence forks. You might not be able to hear them, but you will be able to feel them. This will help bring the body into heart coherence, organizing your energetic field from chaos to harmony. There we go. Believe the best about yourself. Believe the best about yourself. Don't believe what you think. Tell yourself what you want to believe and believe the best. Okay, I'm seeing an illness pattern here. It just popped up. So if someone's dealing with health issues right now, or if you know someone that's dealing with health issues right now, bring them to mind. Okay, so anything that's not in harmony with health is in dis-ease, right? There's an obstruction to the flow of chi and vitality as it moves through you. That chi and vitality is life force, right? And you're connected to it, and it flows through you. So what things can cause obstruction? The way we think, the way we feel, the foods we eat, the things we hear, past programming, right? All of those things can disrupt it. Trauma, the stories we tell ourselves, the things we believe about ourselves, the beliefs we carry that we don't even know we carry, okay? All of those affect the flow of our chi and vitality. It's already shifting. Beautiful, okay? So hold that person in mind that you, or if it's yourself, that is needing healing. Health is a perfect state. Hold the state of health and see them whole, see them healthy. Make that simple shift in your think of them, but don't think of them as you see them in their dis-ease. See them radiant, see them glowing, see them vibrant, see them healthy. Really feel that, okay? See if you can connect with thinking about them. When you think of them, see them totally healthy and healed. There was this video that Greg Braden showed in one of his lectures about these doctors, I think in Japan or China, Korea, I'm really not sure. There was a woman with bladder cancer. She had a huge tumor on her bladder, and they had imaging done while the doctors were standing around her and praying. And essentially what they were saying is, she's already healed, it's already done. She's already healed, it's already done. And as you could see, the tumor actually shrink in real time as they were offering this prayer, this awareness, this consciousness, to which she then, accommodated and resonated with. Okay, they saw her healed. See them healed. See yourself healed. Hold yourself in a healing light. Now, if you are the one that's not feeling well right now, it can be a little more challenging to feel better when the pain is what's kind of consuming your awareness. Okay, so that's okay. Just acknowledge it. That's just where your attention is going. But there is a whole infinite universe of healing that you can now turn your attention to. Okay, so now just notice where you're paying attention to, where the pain is. Okay, whether it's in yourself or you're noticing the pain of someone else. Okay, just connect with that for a moment. Now, with that mind's eye and with your heart mind and with your inner awareness, feel, connect with where healing is. Or another way, go to where the pain isn't. Okay, so now feel in the body where the pain isn't. If it's for another person, see them in complete health. Okay, I'll give you an example. My father's been dealing with his own health issues and a lot of issues with his legs, autoimmune problems, skin issues, circulatory issues, you name it. Okay, nasty stuff that he's been going through. And I've been supporting him in his healing journey, and I got bogged down myself. Okay, all I did was shift my awareness to seeing him healthy. Whenever I thought about him, I saw his legs healthy. I saw them healed. Didn't matter what I was dealing with. It didn't matter when I wrapped the bandages and cleaned his legs and put on the herbal salves and gave him his herbs and gave him acupuncture. Even though I was seeing that, in my mind, I held him to the vibration of health. And his legs are looking amazing now. And it's taken maybe 3 months total since I made that shift for us to get to this point where he's not on any medications. Okay, we tried that route. Okay, there is so much power in these simple shifts in your awareness. Okay, so hold the state of healing, feel the state of healing. You know, just imagine where it is. If I could connect with the field of health, you know, the vibration of health, how would that feel? There we go. There we go. Beautiful. There's still a little bit left in this health pattern here that I'm looking at. I want to continue working with this until it feels complete. Okay. So now with your mind's eye, go inside and scan your body again for another area that might not feel comfortable. Okay. Maybe you're experiencing physical pain or even emotional pain, mental pain, what stress, anxiety, whatever you're feeling it because you have a body. So notice in the body where you're feeling this feeling of discomfort. Okay, it might be yours and it might be connected to the person who you're also trying to support. Whatever it is. So just bring your awareness there, and then when you connect with it, put your hand there. There you go. Now let's connect with that breath again. Let's re-root ourselves, connecting with the feminine and the masculine through the breath. And doing that alone is going to help reorient and rearrange and harmonize your energetic system. There you go. Beautiful. We just shifted another level. Now from here, there's actually a sound coming through. So see if you can. We all perceive things in our own way, okay? So some of us are really good at visualizing. Some of us are really good at imagining. Some of us are really good at hearing things, okay? However you perceive is perfect for you, okay? It doesn't have to look like I do. I actually perceive many different ways, okay? This one, I hear a sound. So I'm going to invite you to hear a sound. If you could hear the sound of the illness, okay, of the unhealthy pattern, let's check in with that. Like, let's listen to that interference, okay? Maybe it's like garbled, you know, noise or static on a TV. Okay, when they used to turn the channel off after 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. at night. Okay, so when the TV goes out. However the sound is, just notice the sound. See if you can hear the sound. You know, and if you can't, that's fine. Just notice what you notice. It's already shifting more. Beautiful. Okay, so I will give you an example. Okay, so I'm hearing a sound for the pattern that we're working with, and I will sound it for you. You're welcome to make your own sounds. Okay, this helps move it in another way. There you go. You can do that, or you can just breathe. Now, let's listen for the sound of health, okay? Where everything is clear, clean, flowing, okay? Where that pattern no longer exists. So first, feel or connect with where that is. Imagine where that is. See that person or yourself in your state of wholeness and perfection and health. Okay, everything is flowing and moving. There's no blocks. There's no blocks. There we go. Beautiful. Now there's a sound coming through that, and then just play and see if you can hear the sound connected with that state. Okay, I'm going to bring it through, but you can also tone. Beautiful. There's just a very little bit of that pattern left. Beautiful job, everyone. Infinite love and gratitude to you as well. Okay, so just notice there's so many ways that we can shift the vibration, the state of how we're feeling when into more harmonious states. Okay, we did it with the breath today. We did it with sound. Okay, we did it with our awareness. Notice how you feel now. Okay, we do it with the conscious choice of perceiving what it is we want. Okay, I perceive health, I will experience health. Okay, it might take time, but I'm always noticing where the health is occurring. I start attracting people who can support, like with my dad, started attracting people who could support him on his journey of health. All the right people started to arrive. The right information came into my hands. Okay. The right technologies. I've attracted new technologies that work for him as well, that we're all using. Okay. This amazing phototherapy that we started exploring. Okay. So it could be anything. When you start holding that perception, consciously choosing to see what you want to see, then you start to see those things supporting you and having that. So I invite you to play with that this week. You know, maybe you can work with the whole week, work with seeing yourself as healthy or someone that you love. I've used this for other people. You can see yourself as, feeling grateful and having gratitude every day for the next, week until we meet again. Okay, start looking for things you're grateful for. Start looking for things that show that reflect health to you. Okay, in the drawing, we see the world as we are. So if we see ourselves as not having, as lacking, as victims, then that is what we see in the world. But when we begin to see ourselves as healthy, as prosperous, as abundant, as grateful, as accepting, okay, then we begin to experience the world at that level of vibration and of consciousness itself. So play with it. Play with it. Okay. You'll know what you're feeling sometimes by noticing what's showing up in the world. That's a good indicator for you to start to look for other things. Okay. So look for the things you want to see. Look for the things you want to see. Beautiful ones, thank you so much for your presence, your heart, your courage, and for shining your light, for showing the way for yourself and others to make this world a better place by taking the steps of inner activism to harmonize the nature of oneself. If there's anything that you resonated with today or you want to learn more about, feel free to put in the comments or send me a message. I always love to hear your experiences. And I look forward to seeing you same time, same place, next Tuesday live, 1 p.m. right here. Blessings, everyone.